It is 6:10. It's probably one of the biggest updates Apple has put out in a long time, and it comes out at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Here to tell us about it is Winston.
That's right. It's iOS 10, and some of the big changes include everything from completely overhauling the control center and the lock screen. So you'll be able to do a lot like customizing your lock screen, so it's not just different notifications that pop up. Developers now have access to some of that. Siri is also going to have a lot of changes where developers can have access. So you can do things like hail an Uber using Siri. So you can say, hail me an Uber, and it'll know where you are. It'll order one and have one sent to wherever you are. Locally.
Siri won't do that for me now?
No, you have to go straight into the Uber app to do that. Too much work. So now you'll be able to do that right within Siri.
Hail me an Uber.
I'm not sure I understand.
She doesn't understand. So now
well, after 1 o'clock this afternoon, you'll understand, won't you?
She will. She'll get a little bit smarter.
I have lots of arguments with Siri.
You'll also one of my favorite things, and it's kind of a simple thing, but being able to search for emojis, like just everyday simple things. Sometimes
I care about emojis. Why is the world obsessed with emojis?
The world, it's a whole new language, and now you'll be able to search for emojis and type words into your keyboard and replace certain words with emojis. Also being changed is Watch OS 3, so if you're an Apple Watch user, you'll be able to update that, and it'll run a lot faster, and certain apps will run in the dock, be running all the time, and you'll be able to just access them without having to wait for them to fully load. So these changes are being made, of course, in anticipation for the iPhone 7 that is coming out this Friday, and of course lots of people will be lining up Thursday overnight into Friday to get their hands on one of these devices.
And I was warned to secrecy until 6 a.m. this morning, I can tell you now.
Yes.
Our Mike Yanni actually got the iPhone last week and has been playing with it and using it.
Lucky him.
So he has your first review. He's been using it for a few days now. So here's Mike with his review.
Speed, durability, and quality. 3 features Apple pushes in its latest iPhone 7. The processor is faster, boasting 4 cores, bringing unbelievably snappy performance. The screen, 25% brighter and supports wide color gamut, which means you can see a broader range of color other screens simply can't display. The entire camera system has been redesigned. The front camera has been upgraded to 7 megapixels with image stabilization for better selfies and FaceTime conversations, while the rear still sits at 12 megapixels, but don't let that fool you. The image sensor is larger, letting in more light, allowing for truer color. But here's the feature most have been waiting for. For the first time ever, the iPhone 7 is water resistant, capable of withstanding splashes and depths of 1 meter for up to 30 minutes. Not that you should. The fine print on Apple's website states liquid damage is not covered in the warranty. Headphones must now be connected through the Lightning port or via Bluetooth. The other option, use the Lightning adapter that comes included with the phone. While many will complain about the need for an adapter, I found it really wasn't a big deal. Just don't misplace that tiny cable. There's no denying the iPhone 7 is Apple's most powerful smartphone to date. When you factor in the new features of iOS 10, it's pretty impressive how different it feels. For some, it may feel a little too different, especially if you resist change. But for everyone else, the iPhone 7, a powerful smartphone worth checking out. For City News, I'm Mike Yanni.
All right, so the big lineups, I guess, will be later on this week for that. And the big update this afternoon, who should and who doesn't need to update?
Yeah. For the updates, again, 1 p.m. today. CNET is recommending if you have an iPhone 6 or above, you are safe to update. If you're running an iPhone 5 or 5C and lower, it can get a little bit slow. And another thing we should talk about, too, is backing up. Making sure you back it up properly before you do the update. So make sure you do that.
Always a good idea.
Yeah.
When does the iPhone 8 come out?
Probably 365 days.
Or maybe sooner, who knows?
We usually know, like right to the dot now.
All right, let's check on traffic and weather. Here's Russ Holden.